Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to my channel, A Scorpio's Journey. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Kenya, and I am a Scorpio sun, a Scorpio moon, and a Pisces rising. I'm also a lover of tarot as a journaling tool, and I've been using it for many, many years to support my own emotional and spiritual well-being. And I've recently had a calling to share my insights with the world. Now, with that said, I am not in the medical profession. I am not in the financial profession. I am not in the legal profession. I am not a licensed counselor of any kind. I don't do this professionally. I am just answering a call that the universe put out there for me to share my intuitive guidance and interpretations of tarot with other people. And I hope you'll join me as we build this community. So if the messages resonate with you, please consider subscribing to the channel, as well as liking and sharing the video with other Scorpios, because this channel is just for Scorpios. I really want to go deep into the transformational journeys that we Scorpios like to have. So in addition to weekly general readings, I also will be doing monthly readings covering all aspects of our astrological chart. So each month I'll do a separate reading for every single house, from the first house all the way through to the 12th house. So let's get started. This reading is for today, but today we're going to focus on the 9th house of faith. It's also called the house of spirituality. And this house is ruled by the zodiac sign Sagittarius and the planet Jupiter. And it's all about your ideology, your philosophy, travel, law and order. It's about our search for meaning through established structures like schools, churches, or groups. It's about us figuring out our viewpoint on things. It's also about the need to unite with something greater than ourselves. Let's look at today's cards through this lens. We'll start with the spirit animal wisdom, and we'll see what spirit has for us, what messages spirit has for us regarding the 9th house of faith and spirituality. Okay. One more. See what animal spirit energy comes through. So we've got crane. It says surrender, let go of limiting beliefs, be as expansive in your thoughts as your soul is. So to me, this is really saying, just be open in your thoughts and your beliefs. And then we've got snake. Kundalini rising, channel your creative passion and sensuality. Welcome the transformation. So you could be having a Kundalini rising right now, but this is also healing energy. Let's take this crane energy a little bit more. So, to me, when you see cranes, they're this really long animal, especially when they are flying. They are very, very expansive. And so I really think this energy is, exactly what it says. Like, you need to open your mind to something. We tend to, we are a Scorpio, we're a fixed sign. We tend to be very set in our ways, in our beliefs. And right now there, is an opportunity to open up and to consider something else, to potentially have a different viewpoint about something. And that's actually what the 9th house is all about, right? Using education, using religion to sort of figure things out. And then we have snake. So again, this is, healing energy. When I kind of am thinking about this from, the 9th house the ninth house viewpoint. This could also just be around, snakes do sort of, represent intuition. And intuition really is connected with our connection to spirit and the universe. So you might be right now feeling exceptionally connected to spirit. You might be, in this connection with spirit right now, having a deep sense of, wanting to make some life changes so that it can more, fit in line with your ideology about life, with your philosophy about life, with your life's purpose. And that does really, really, align with this whole idea of a Kundalini rising. So that's really just, a sensual energy that passes through every single one of your 7 chakras, all the way from the very bottom of your chakra, from your pelvis, going all the way up to your crown chakra. It speaks to transformation, rebirth, and healing. So, there could be something right now that's going on, Scorpio, that you're exploring your ideology, your viewpoint on something, and that's, that could be changing. It seems to me like it's evolving as you are considering some other viewpoints. This is the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. So we'll see what messages, what additional messages Spirit has for us through here. What's your number 1 philosophy on life, Scorpio? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so we've got illumination and then adventures. So, especially this adventure card really does resonate with me in terms of, the 9th house of spirituality and faith. The house does cover travel. So, that could be spiritual travel. It could be actual travel. When I look at this card too, I just think about expansive energy. You're just sort of expanding your space right now. This could be about you looking at the world in new and different ways. I get, an energy of, you're wanting a bigger and bolder and a better way of living. And then too, I just feel like this is around especially with this waterfall here, I feel like you're just trying to sort of, there's something here that's speaking to me in terms of spiritual refinement, or going on a spiritual voyage right now, Scorpio. I'm getting that really, really, really strongly. Especially as it came out with this illumination card. And again, I do feel like it's very validating with some of the other cards we have here, where, you are being illuminated spiritually, or again, through spirit messages, and you're connecting to spirit right now. Yes, spirit is just sending some opportunity for you to get some clarity on something. That's what illumination is all about, right? Bringing light to something. So I think, whether this is school, we'll see when we get into the tarot if there are any more, specific messages around this, but, whether it's school or people that you're hanging out with, church, books you may be reading, it could be travel. There's something that's happening in your world right now that is allowing you to have a broader view, and then also a greater connection with spirit right now. So that is actually very, very beautiful, Scorpio. Let's just make sure these are all in view. And I'm going to pull from the Money and Career Oracle deck. Again, You know, there could be something that's money or career related regarding the the ninth house of faith and spirituality, or we can take the messages metaphorically, right? There's a meaning in every message, Scorpio. Ooh, I'm talking, and the cards are flying. I do not take pop-outs. You know, from as soon as I came out of my mom's womb, I was, you know, just as clumsy as I could be. So Spirit doesn't always speak to me through the pop-out cards, so I tend to not take them. Unless I'm so intuitively inclined. I will take them every once in a while, as you'll see. Okay. What other messages does Spirit have for us around this? So we've got caution. Use caution when making financial decisions. Careful not to overspend on wants instead of needs, and that there's more going out than coming in. So this just could be a money message that Spirit wants for you right now, Scorpio, and that's okay. And then we also have next level. You're either about to take your finances to the next level, or it's time that you do. If your finances haven't improved yet, you can be certain they will soon, or there's a chance of something extra in the air. You know, this is really resonating with me, this card, next level. You know, again, as we've been talking about, you know, potentially there's something going on in your life right now, Scorpio, that is expanding your viewpoint, or, you know, where you may be leveling up in terms of your life's purpose. There could be something that's happening there for you spiritually. But someone needs to hear these money and these money messages. So I hope that, you know, you take that insight. So I'm going to now pull just a couple of overarching tarot messages from this Druid deck. The Druid Tarot deck. And these cards are huge. So let's see if my clumsy self can keep the deck intact. One more before we go into the shuffle. Okay, let's see what additional messages Spirit has for us. So we've got the Fool. So there's a new beginning, or again, a new perspective, a new viewpoint, some kind of expansion to your current philosophy that you are thinking about right now. And then we've got the Prince of Swords. It's the Prince in this particular deck. It's also the Knight of Swords in the traditional tarot deck. So, you know, this makes sense to me that we would get the Fool card in this reading, given all of the other cards we have on the table right now. You know, the Fool does represent a new beginning, a new phase in life. He represents a sense of optimism. He represents, you know, someone who has got confidence and faith and courage to try something new or to take a risk. And this is someone who has a beginner's mindset or who is approaching a situation with childlike innocence. This is someone who, you know, doesn't take life too seriously either. Just, you know, he just goes with the flow. And again, he trusts that he's going to get what he needs. I mean, in this context, I think this is you in exploration mode. The Fool is on a journey. This could be about travel, but I feel like this is a spiritual journey, and you know, that you're on right now, Scorpio, where you are rethinking your approach to life, rethinking your philosophy on life, or if not rethinking it, expanding it, like it's something greater or bigger and better than what you ever thought it could be. Scorpio, that's really sort of the energy that I'm getting right now. Now we've got the Prince of Swords, and he's focused, he's assertive, he's ambitious, he's impulsive. He represents something that happens very quickly in your life. He can be someone who is, taking action. This guy, when he has a cause, that he wants to pursue, he is just, on point. That's all that he's thinking about, and he's unstoppable in that respect. This guy is a go-getter. He's very, very ambitious. This could be travel for you, but again, I feel like that you're focused on some aspect of your life right now, Scorpio. It could be a cause. Maybe that could be, where you are exploring and, sort of exploring to kind of see, how you are wanting to align your life's purpose with a specific cause, and then you're needing to align your actions with that. But I do feel like that there's this kind of greater good, this higher something that might be driving your actions right now, Scorpio. So I'm going to pull then from the main deck, and today we'll use the Angel Tarot cards to see what additional tarot messages we might get around this whole idea of the 9th house of spirituality, faith, and travel. Okay, one more. Okay. Cut that deck. I always like to start out with the first call by cutting the deck just once more. And we've got number 6, the Lovers. It says Archangel Raphael, intimate relationships, carefully weighing your decisions, and good health. Let's see. Hopefully we can see that right there. The 6 of Air, things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. So again, we know that the 9th house is all about travel, physical and spiritual journeys. We've got Page of Air, logical, honest, impulsive, curious, challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact. The Ace of Fire, an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now, it says. And then we've got the Hermit, spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. I'm not surprised that that's come out. And then we've got the Knight of Earth, loyal, dedicated, honorable, kind. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel. And then at the bottom of the deck, we've got the 10 of Earth, which is beautiful. A very happy family life, financial security, and finding magic in the little things in life. Well, that's absolutely gorgeous, Scorpio. So I'm going to put that right here. I know it's covering up some of the other cards, but let's see. I mean, I do think this is, again, still, more of a spiritual kind of journey for you at this point, Scorpio, even though we do have some travel cards on the table. But we've got, quite a few sort of internal kind of cards. So we've got these air cards here. Air is about mental. It's about your thoughts. We've got the Hermit here, which is definitely about going going within. So I feel like whatever is happening right now, some of you could very well be traveling, but I do think there is, some spiritual journey that you're taking right now, Scorpio. So let's start with the 10 of Earth. So this is, sort of legacy energy right here, Scorpio. You could be, this is just happiness. It's health, wealth, and abundance, Scorpio. So, right now, you could be thinking about how you want to leave your legacy, what it is that you want to materially, right, leave on this earth right now, Scorpio. It could be thinking about, you could be thinking about too, just your overall happiness in this situation, Scorpio. It's a very, very beautiful card. Around, it's about, too, just being of value to the world and to other people. It's about the value that you bring. It's about leading, a full and an abundant life as well, too. So you might be exploring what that means to you, or like what leaving a legacy means to you, what leading a full and, abundant life means to you on a philosophical, spiritual, and, religious level, Scorpio. So, there might be some exploration that you are exploring around that. Now, we've got the Lovers card. Now, typically that can speak to a relationship. I don't think that is what this is in this context. In this context, I do think it's about, an important decision in your life right now. And the big commitments, life commitments that we make either to ourselves or to, the universe, or to just the world in general. And I think you're really, thinking about that again. It's about, right now making decisions that sort of just support your life's purpose. It says on this card, change your life now. And that is really resonating to me, especially in the context of the 9th house and what we've been talking about here too. So there's this, burning passion that you've got right now, Scorpio. And I think you're exploring what that means for your life right now and how you express that to the world in a way that, contributes to the greater good. So this is not just about you, Scorpio, and you doing something you love. I think this is you being inspired. There's something you want to do, but I think it's beyond, just for your own personal benefit, Scorpio. Now we've got the 6 of Air. This does represent travel. Specifically travel over water. So some of you may be taking a cruise or something like that. But, I also, this also just speaks to, the bettering of a situation. The idea that things are getting better, Scorpio. So, it also speaks to, harmony being restored. So where there was imbalance, you think about the 5 of Air or Swords coming before this, which was conflict, right? It might have represented arguments or just, imbalance, being out of harmony. The 6 of Air, is moving away from that. Again, with harmony being restored. This is also about lessons learned. So again, thinking about that 5 of Swords, what comes before this. This is, in the 5 of Swords, somebody got defeated. Or somebody just went all out to win and burned some, some bridges. But, you know, in the Six of Air, it's taking that experience as well as the experiences that you've learned in the other previous, you know, air cards, and taking that with you to this next phase as you transition to the next phase. And so in this context, again, it's about reevaluating your perspectives, Scorpio, and trying to understand what that means for your life at this moment. And I am so not surprised to see this Hermit card come up in this context. So the Hermit is all about inner reflection, soul searching, withdrawing, self-isolating, about you looking within for answers. It's about you connecting with your soul purpose and you aligning with your true self. So that just really makes sense given, you know, all that we've kind of been talking about so far. Now we've got the Page of Air. So, you know, in the regular tarot deck, this, you know, oh, it is a page. I thought it was, sorry. You know, yes, the Page of Air. And, you know, this is not my favorite page. You know, pages do represent beginnings. You know, they bring messages. This particular page doesn't always bring positive messages. You know, he might represent delayed news, or you're waiting for news. He could represent disappointing news. But, you know, I think, you know, in this context, Scorpio, you know, pages are also learners. They're always, you know, studying and learning something new. And I really just think in this context, Scorpio, this represents your curiosity right now. I think you're just, you know, digging into, again, just opening your mind to different perspectives. You're being curious about things right now, Scorpio, and you know, this just is very much in line in what we've been talking about. Now, it's supported with the Knight of Earth. I love this knight. This is a thinking knight. This guy does not do anything without having a plan in place. So, you know, he is about steadfastness. He is about hard work. He's about being efficient, but he is slow and steady. He does not make a move without having a plan in place. So he is very methodical. He will get started. But, you know, he's focused on building security and stability. So he's not going to do anything with haste. So, you know, I think, you know, this just speaks to Scorpio, there's a decision that's going to be made. You know, the nights are about change too. And, you know, when something changes or when change is in air, that means, you know, we've got to decide something. So I think this is you just sort of giving serious thought to what it is you want to do. And it all goes back to this 10 of Earth. I think it's, you know, you're wanting to really understand what kind of legacy you want to leave, just from a philosophical and a spiritual perspective right now, Scorpio. Now we're going to clarify with the Kipper deck to see if we can get some additional insight into what's going on here with these tarot cards. I definitely am really relating to this idea of next level and leveling up, Scorpio. You know, that really does sit nicely with that 10 of Earth or 10 of Pentacles card. That's leveling up, okay? So, you know, even if this isn't a money reading, Scorpio, this could very well, for some folks, you know, just, you know, you have materially, you're doing very well right now, having a great money situation. So we've got thoughts. That certainly does make sense to me, given all of these questions, you know, all of these other cards on the table. Bad health, distant horizons. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got family room. So I guess we can start with family room. So in the Kipper deck, this is number 21. And, you know, family room really just represents privacy and intimacy. It represents, you know, a place where, you know, you feel comfortable being yourself. It's where you feel comfortable sharing your secrets with someone. It's just a welcoming and supportive space. And, you know, this could be, you know, certainly spirit, you know, providing you protection like that right now. Just safe space for you to explore spiritually. And you know, philosophically in terms of where you want to go. And then we've got number 16. So this is thoughts. So, you know, this is you being in your mind. It's sort of like it's a neutral, you know, kind of card. So it's not good or bad. But it just does speak to what you're preoccupied with. You know, what's really, really on your mind right now. And that it's sitting atop the Lover's card and the Ace of Fire. Again, I think this is just really confirming that, you know, your life's purpose and, you know, potentially, you know, some bolder commitments that you want to make right now is really on your mind. Now, we've got bad health, number 31. I think this is behind you, Scorpio. You know, this can be physical, but I always tend to read this more on the mental side of things, especially as it's sitting on top of that 6 of air and the Hermit. So, you know, I do feel like, you know, right now, this might be you coming out of some limiting beliefs that you had. Again, this speaks to you, you know, sort of exploring and opening your mind to something. And this could be, you know, again, you have, you know, have in the past placed some limits on yourself in terms of what you can and can't do, or what you can't and can't offer. And I think, you know, right now, you are rethinking that. I think just overall, this is about you reinventing yourself, Scorpio. I also think this is, you know, time for you to take some time out, time for you to rest and recover, especially, you know, again, that it's supported with this Hermit card that speaks to you going within and getting quiet, maybe doing some meditation. Definitely an opportunity to do that right now, Scorpio. And then we've got number 36, which is distant horizon. So in Kipper, this really does speak to your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams. It's about, you know, looking forward to something. It's about opening your mind and having a new point of view. And so I think you're just, you know, in that space right now, Scorpio, where you are, that's just really, really happening for you right now. And it's a good thing because, again, Scorpio, we are a fixed sign. We don't like change. And we, you know, we have our likes, we have our dislikes, and there is rarely anything in between. And so the fact that we're at this point, or we're at this time right now where we are opening up, we are reconsidering, we are expanding, that is a very, very good thing for our sign. So I'm going to end with a couple of spirit messages from the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck. This is one of my favorite decks because the messages are so positive. And it's a great way to end this reading. I love this reading. I think this is a really, really positive reading for us. Again, you know, that it's the beginning of the year and we're kind of figuring out, you know, what our goals and, you know, what we want to achieve for this year. It makes sense that we're, you know, open. And that we're being very, you know, reflective and, you know, assessing our own, you know, philosophies and our own spirituality right now. as we do that, Scorpio. So we've got Lord Shiva, transcendence, rise up, honor your inner force. That's that Ace of Wand energy. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. So Spirit is certainly here with you, wanting to co-create with you, wanting to help you and provide that safe space for you to rethink your life's purpose, why you're here, and what that looks like through material manifestation, Scorpio. And then we've got Kali Ma, facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding, and this is your chance to soar. So face your fears, Scorpio. Again, this is speaking to, some of those limiting beliefs that you may have had in the past. Fear of I can't, I don't have, I'm not able to. And I think right now you may be rethinking that. So that's what I have for you today, Scorpio. I hope these insights were helpful for you. If so, please consider liking this video, sharing it with other Scorpios, and of course, subscribing to my channel. So until next time,